Firtst, the Nightmare Areola, and you're watching Mission Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man, so one of my subscribers sent me this article. I totally did not see this article yesterday, man, but it says here, Alexander Povetkin wants to get crack at Anthony Joshua, okay? It's a boxing scene article. Like always on my channel, I'll leave the article in the description box for you guys can click it, read it, come to your own surmise. But he did an interview with a guy named Oleg Bogatov, and this is what Povetkin had to say. He says, I have a desire to fight for all the championship belts. I was set to fight for the WBC's version, but as you can see, they took me and shoved me to the side. But I think that the truth will still be on our side. Deontay Wilder or Joshua, both are strong fighters, but I don't like to plan something in advance. At the time, I need to get through this fight with Rudenko, but I would be interested in facing Joshua, who is also an Olympic champion. All right, that's what Povetkin told this dude. And then we know Povetkin, he had failed 2 drug tests last year. One, they canceled the planned fight with Wilder, and another in December, they canceled a planned fight with Bermane Stiverne. Then he ended up fighting Johan Duhaupas. Okay, after testing positive for Austrian prior to the fight with Stiverne, Povetkin was removed from the rankings by all the major sanctioning bodies and was suspended by the WBC. But he's recently reclaimed his standing with the WBA and WBO, and both organizations have sanctioned regional titles for the Rudenko fight. If Povetkin wins, he will likely have a place in the top 10 of both sanctioning bodies. Okay, so that fight's going to take place in, I believe, the next hour or so here. If you guys are interested in that fight, you can go to the World of Boxing official website, and they're live streaming the fight. But as far as this, who do you guys, I mean, do you think if this fight were to come together somehow, some way? Now, first, let me be consistent with what I always say. I want to see an undisputed champion. So after he gets, after Joshua, either he's going to fight Klitschko in a rematch, most likely. If not that, he'll be facing Kurbat Pulev, according to Eddie Hearn. And then you still got Luis Ortiz there with the WBA. He's the mandatory for that title. So all that needs to get taken care of first. And I would love to see Joshua fight Wilder or Joseph Parker, some type of unification. But if none of that were to happen, and let's say, the Povetkin fight came available, who do you guys think will win that fight between Joshua and Povetkin? You look at their styles, stylistically, I'll roll with Joshua in that fight, man. If they're fighting a fight just at close quarters, I think Povetkin will have more of a chance. That way he can try to land overhand rights, overhand lefts. But I see, him trying to jab his way in, because he will try to do that, jab his way in and, sneak in right hands. But even at that distance, I see Joshua taking advantage of him with the longer reach. Seems as if he has power in both hands. And I think the uppercut would be key in that type of fight, being that Povetkin likes to crouch down and come in. You get hit with uppercuts, you might not see it, especially when Povetkin's in there with taller guys. He likes to crouch down a little bit and come over the top with hooks. And if he lands one of those hooks, it could be dangerous. So that's just my opinion on it, man. Somebody sent me the article. I don't really see Povetkin getting a fight with Joshua anytime soon. But, like on my last video, I put a video up of him training for the Rudenko fight. And, people leaving their opinion about me putting up the video, saying, why am I supporting this guy? Why am I promoting him? Well, for one, I cover heavyweight boxing, man. So I'm not going to pretend like somebody doesn't exist. Now, I understand some people think that this guy should be serving a 2-year suspension. Some guys think he should be banned forever. And that's your opinion. That's cool. I'm never going to say, oh, no, try to come behind your comment and say you're wrong. Nah, man, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. My thing is, yes, I do think a 2-year suspension, when you have tests like that, at least should be served. But at the same time, no, if the guy is getting put in, he's fighting Rudenko, who's rated by the sanctioning body, I think a few sanctioning bodies, they're fighting for a regional title, and those 2 sanctioning bodies said they're going to put the dude in their top 10, most likely, if he wins this fight. The next step, ideally, would be for him to fight in some type of title eliminator. So I can't pretend like if he fights in the title eliminator, I can't pretend like the fight's not taking place. The fight is taking place. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's right or wrong. What I'm saying is it's happening. It's a heavyweight fight. I'm going to cover it. If he wins this fight and they say, now this is hypothetical, but let's say he wins this fight and then they say, okay, you're fighting, I'm just throwing the name out there, Christian Hammer next, and the winner of that gets Joseph Parker. What am I going to do? Not pretend the fight's going on? Some people say, nah, man, boycott it. I cover heavyweight, y'all. I love watching these fights. And if that's the case, if I'm going to stop doing videos about guys that failed drug tests, shit, man. I mean, Lucas Brown, Luis Ortiz, Dillian White, once upon a time failed a drug. You know what I mean? Like, shit, Shannon Briggs just recently. So there'll be a lot of dudes I won't be making videos about. I'm not excusing this shit, man. I'm just giving you my piece. Because I see a lot of people asking me, why am I promoting this guy? Why am I promoting this guy? He's failed a drug test. You know what I mean? So that's the reason, man. It's heavyweight boxing. And if he gets in, you know, it's not like he's not, you know, getting rated by any sanctioned body. He's just fighting some obscure journeyman. You know, nah, I mean, shit, according to these sanctioned bodies, you're going to put him right back in their top 10. All right, this is getting a little bit longer, man. But what do you guys think about if Joshua were to fight Povetkin? Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm out.